story. You're most welcome for the news program at West Nile Television. And this program of news comes on your way from Mondays to Sundays from the hour of 7 up to the hour of 8 p.m. And as usual, we commence everything with what's happening in the headlines. Because of that, first take a look at the headlines before I bounce back to give you the news into details. Coming up in the news headlines tonight, Laropi schools grapple with the low turn-up in schools. Another Catholic Parish takes for at least 10 towards protecting the environment. And in sports, Secondary School and St. Peter's Alibasit Senior Secondary School lockdowns in Princeton Bay Counters. Details about this in our past news. Welcome back from the headlines. Now straight into the details of the news. We are commencing it from Greater Madi region. Laropi schools grapple with the low turn-up in schools in now 3 weeks after schools opening. This has caused worries among the local leaders who expressed their concerns to the correspondent on 26th of Feb 2025. Okumu Dominic gives us details about that story.
The leaders are now contemplating on whether to enforce the education bylaws or seek other means aimed at fighting the vice so as to encourage the parents to send their children to school. Wajali Gabriel, the district councillor representing Laropi sub-county, wonders whether some parents have love for their children, saying a parent who has love for his or her child will do everything possible to send their children to school, no matter how hard the situation is. He, however, requests the public to impress mindset change for better future.
First of all, you as a parent, you are the number one vision bearer of the child you bear. We have ever been telling our parents that they should bring their children for registration. And when school begins, they are supposed to register the children before school begins. School began on 3rd Feb. So up to now, I'm still seeing the pupils' number is still down. So we need really to speed up with the bringing up the children to school. So what love do you have for this child? If a child is right from 3rd Feb up to now, when a child is not registered in a school, the child just moves as if the child does not have a parent.
Tramwi Caesar, the chairman Local Council 3, Laropi Sub-County, said the turn-up is not that bad, but they are working towards ensuring all school-age-going children within the sub-county go to school.
For the issue of education, the now school started since on the 4th of this month. 3 weeks now we kicked off. In most schools in Laropi Sub-County here, the turn-up is fair, both pupils and teachers, and we have a bylaw in place to see that school-going children are all supposed to go to school. The office of CDO was charged last week, very responsible to see that school dropouts should all go back to school. I think we are going to implement the law next week. The action will be there for those parents who have not sent their children to school.
Bayo Flesina Anyanzo, a teacher in Idrimari Primary School, notes that there is laxity among some parents in the sense that they don't bother about sending their children to school, besides the poor attitude towards school fees payments, which are very common in the sub-county.
This year, as we have opened the new academic year 2025, as staff, we still have challenges. Many parents do not turn up to register their children in time when they were given time. Up to now, registration is still in progress. And many children are still at home, the school-age children who are supposed to be in school. And still we have challenges with parents because the payment that they're supposed to make, they are not able to fulfill all.
Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
They are not able to fulfill all.
Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Away from that story, now moving to Alu region, Panyango Catholic Parish has taken a proactive step towards protecting the environment by initiating a platform to address environmental degradation, and this was on Thursday, 27th of February 2025, during Eucharistic celebration for Panyango Senior Secondary School. Alfred Zao gives us details about that.
Panyango Catholic Parish in Pakwach District under Nebi Catholic Diocese has taken a proactive step towards protecting the environment by initiating a platform to address environmental degradation. According to Reverend Father Emmanuel Oshokuru, Pastoral Coordinator Nebi Catholic Diocese, this initiative demonstrates the parish commitment to promoting sustainable practices and mitigating the impact of human activities on the environment. Reverend Father Shokru made this revelation on Thursday, 27th Feb this year, during an Eucharistic celebration for Panyango Senior Secondary School under Nebi Catholic Diocese Foundation. Reverend Father Shokru said, raising awareness, educating community members, learners about the importance of environmental conservation, the consequences of environmental degradation is key through tree planting to restore degraded forest, promote biodiversity, and mitigate climate change.
When God created man, he had already prepared a nice environment for man in the garden where he should live. But for us, we think we should destroy the environment instead. Actually, we should build on what God has created for us. God started it and we are co-creators with God. We should continue improving on our environment. Thank you.
Reverend Father Charles Uhuru, head teacher, Panyango Senior Secondary School, revealed that the Eucharistic Mass was to celebrate the good performance of the school through academic and co-curriculum activities.
Pakwach district were the first. And then, apart from that, we have this total group that normally gives a scholarship to the best students. 5 best students in the district. The districts of Pakwach, Masinde, Bulisia, Hoima, Noya, Pakwach. And they normally give 5, but last year they gave 6. They said 1 was a bonus. This year they're giving 5, they're back to 5. And now out of the 5, Panyango got 4. So that is again another reason to celebrate. And I already told you the ones who got these scholarships are Lewis, Osinge, Warom, and Victoria. There is always a girl. Even for last year, we had 4 out of the 6 they gave us. 3 were boys, 1 was a girl. And for last year, the boys were taken to Namiliango College, and then the girl was taken to Napingo Girls. For this year, we don't know where they're going to take them, but they have already informed our office that those are the ones they picked.
Robert Omitostin, Pakwach District Chairperson, was the chief guest, said implementing proper waste disposal and recycling practices can reduce pollution and protect natural resources. He pledged commitment by the district to collaborate with the local stakeholders, including schools, community groups, and government agencies to promote environmental stewardship and develop sustainable practices.
For me, academics is manifested in 3 things. Number 1, when you get to a very serious pinnacle of academics like this, even when it looks to be in a valley, but academically you're on the top of like a hill that can be spotted from far. If from that bush or village, as my brother Pio called it, you can establish yourself an antenna or a pinnacle or a peak of a mountain, that you can be visible. And so somebody who sees Panyango as being in a valley, failing to locate, first choosing to greet Mr. Opio in the office of LC3 at the sub-county, probably they were branching for the love. Otherwise, this school is now well placed, like almost in the sky. That is visible because of the results.
By initiating this platform, Panyango Catholic Parish is not only contributing to environmental conservation, but also inspiring others to take action towards protecting the planet for future generations. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, Nilecast. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Away from that story, now moving to Arua City, both hosts and refugees have benefited from the West Nile Christian Development Agency with support from other partners under the theme of commitment to continue supporting people of concerns with other stakeholders in refugee settlements and host communities. Take a look at the story. Both the hosts and the refugees have registered tremendous achievement out of the West Nile Christian Development Agency with support from Compassion International Uganda and other partners such as Window Trust International, UNHCR, Water Mission among others. The over 2 billion project handled areas of livelihood and psychosocial support, education and was. Faithful Jambo Mugume, Senior Manager of Program Support Compassion International Uganda, laments by saying it's a golden opportunity for Uganda because the country hosts huge population of refugees.
Uganda alone hosts around 1.7 million refugees, making it one of the top 5 refugee hosting countries. Now, in terms of compassion, we have 10 countries where compassion ministry lies, but it's only in Uganda where we are actually piloting support to refugees. And so phase 1 was the first pilot and the global office was learning. Phase 2, we've continued to learn. So we thank God for that opportunity that Compassion Global gave to Compassion Uganda, and also were able to partner with Diocese of Madi, West Nile.
Bika Dorin, one of the beneficiaries and the Ruasi 2 of INVEP Zone 4, appreciates every stakeholder for putting refugees as a priority and urges all the beneficiaries to sustain what has been given to them.
The only thing much appreciation for the people who have put us refugees as the first priority in all what they are doing. I'm really glad for you, as they have read for us the outcome of the project. It is really true, we have witnessed all what has been presented here. We witnessed in our settlements, and it has brought a lot of changes in our community, where government was not able to reach. Through their support, their request, these partners were able to reach. And we are really very great. The only thing we as the beneficiaries to do is to sustain what has been given to us.
Meanwhile, Anguyo Geoffrey, the Oversight Committee in Rapitu, Madi West Nile Diocese, urges the diocese and other partners to continue building hope and rehabilitation amongst the persons of concerns.
My recommendation is that the diocese need to continue building hope and rehabilitation, especially among the persons of concern that we have started and those that we are yet to reach. To Compassion and other partners, that we need to pray, we need to think. If the work is still big, the need is still vast, are we going to leave it like that? May God help us to look into it that we are able to accomplish what we have started and move on to complete God's mission as it has been given for us by the will of God. With all this, I wish to appreciate Compassion International, the funders, the Compassion Uganda, the diocese, all other partners, the government of Uganda, the representatives who are here, and the beneficiaries who once say, may the good Lord guide and help.
Venerable Aikubwa David, Bishop Commissar, appreciates Compassion International Uganda for implementing the project.
As representing the Bishop in celebrating these milestones, I feel as I'm well associated with this. I feel part of this success, and I'm very grateful. I would have been sad if you were here to sit and preside over failures. We want to appreciate our partner Compassion for funding this project. As has been said again and again, without this support, we will not have covered much ground in reaching the persons of concern in the area of water, hygiene and sanitation, livelihood, education, and psychosocial support.
The Amari Western Nile Christian Development Agency started in August 2018 and climaxed in September 2014 under the theme of commitment to continue supporting people of concerns with other stakeholders in refugee settlements and host communities. Oraku Benson Pastore, reporting for Western Nile Television Nilecast. Now jetting to Moyo District, parents and management committee of Edrimari Primary School in Moyo District arrested a teacher over drunkenness and neglect of duty during working hours, which shows bad example to the pupils. Okumu Dominic compiles the story.
According to the information obtained from the parents, the teacher identified as Mawad Martin, a science teacher in the school, is a habitual drunkard who always misses his lessons, though numerous attempts to restrain him from the act has been made, but the efforts didn't bear any fruit. Wajali Gabriel, the district councillor representing Laropi sub-county to the district council, who doubles as the school management committee chairperson, said the teacher is a habitual drunkard who has been a problem to the school, though they tried their best to restrain him, but to no avail.
This teacher is very stubborn ever since he was brought here. We have ever been sitting for his concerns. We actually fed up with his actions because it is not impressive to the work of a teacher. It is the abuse of profession. This is a teacher who has ever been drinking, even taking alcohol during school days. He does not report even to school. As he has become headache to the SMC, even PTA, even the teachers themselves, they sat for it, for his problems, but it took so long. Since last year, we were actually praying that he would be taken back, maybe taken to other schools, but now they say also this is our own son.
Ramwi Caesar, the chairman Local Council 3 Laropi Sub-County, confirms the arrest of the teacher and calls upon the education department in the district to take action against such behaviors if they want their children to have bright future in education.
As I'm talking, the teacher is still inside the cell. I think the office of this DO has received the information. I think maybe this is a must reach to the district for the disciplinary committee. Otherwise, we are very hard to say that the future for our children is bright.
Anyama Williams, the chairman Local Council 5 Moyo, said the district has started implementing stringent measures on civil servants who don't take up their work seriously, saying once the issue comes to his office, a very serious action will be taken against the teacher who is wasting government resources.
Once the matter gets to our offices, the chief administrative officer through human resource department will take the necessary actions. We are tired of transferring problems from one school to another. For instance, such a teacher who is a drunkard, who cannot teach, who is not interested in teaching, and when a salary comes, when he gets a SMS alert on his phone, you will find such people are the first to reach the bank. or to go to mobile money points. But when it comes to doing the work, they are not performing. We are tired of transferring problems. I want to say, for me, I have already directed a cow, a non-performing person who is not producing results should be dealt with. And this is the way we are going.
By the time of filing this story, the teacher is yet being detained at Laropi Sub-County Police Post. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Jetting back to Alu region, Greater Nebi District to hold a joint council meeting to tackle pressing issues. This was during the stakeholders meeting held on 28th of Feb 2025 by the Forum for Development of Greater Nebi. Alfred Jawo compiles that story.
The Greater Nebi districts are set to hold a joint council meeting to tackle pressing issues affecting the region. During the stakeholders meeting held on 28th February 2025 by the Forum for Development of Greater Nebi at Leosim Hotel Nebi, Emilio Dongo, president for Forum for Development of Greater Nebi, said the collaborative effort aims to address shared challenges and find collective solutions, as some of the key issues will be discussed during the joint council meeting.
We are not speaking a different language. Ideally, we want to make sure that we synchronize our communication from the lower local government to the higher local government and central government.
Hassan Ringto, Zombo District Council Speaker, revealed that many issues were previously discussed in district dialogue meetings, highlighting the need for protection and empowerment of women in land ownership and management.
7th of this particular month, March, has been scheduled for joint council meeting. In the Local Government Act, Section 2, it provides for local government council to concur and appoint a joint committee for a common interest. So it is out of that quote that the joint council meeting is going to be conducted to approve the Greater Nebi agenda.
Robert Omitostin, Pakwach District Chairperson, said service delivery monitoring has been an area where district councils have faced challenges due to inadequate local revenue, affecting their ability to regularly monitor service delivery.
So the journey has begun. The time is good enough, but at the moment the government is at its stage of analyzing the National Development Plan for NDP4, and people have hope and trust that many, very greater percentage of these things we are discussing, we have already siphoned many of them to form part of the National Development Plan for.
Jerry Kasamba, a participant from Nebi District, noted that there will be crucial aspects for district councils to realize resources and enable them to hold regular meetings and undertake service delivery monitoring.
An in-house select team of people who saw it and went through it. That included also the planners, our district planners, and also the municipal planners. Looking into the draft 0 to come now up with the draft 1, and after that draft 1.
By holding a joint council meeting, the Greater Nebi districts can leverage their collective strength to address these pressing issues and work towards a more prosperous and equitable region. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Now moving to the world of sports, as the period for ball game 1 nears, schools have engaged in post-primary friendly encounters, and yesterday evening there was a very big friendly encounters between Mvara Senior Secondary School and St. Peter's Alibasid Senior Secondary School. In the process from the girls category, it went into the hands of Mvara as the edge of St. Peter's Aliba by a goal to nil. Meanwhile, in boys sector, the game ended in a barren draw. First, take a look at how things transpired yesterday evening.
Mvara Senior Secondary School and St. Peter's Alibasid Senior Secondary School both saw their level of resilience in the games hosted by St. Peter's Alibasid Senior Secondary School as the preparation for secondary school's ball game 1 continues. Both schools had representatives both in ladies and boys football, in which Mvara SS girls edged St. Peter's Aliba Seed Senior Secondary School girls by a goal to nil, whereas boys played into a barren draw. The head coach of the boys and goal scorer for ladies team Mvara Senior Secondary School have expressed their concerns after the game.
We had come here in Aliba to have a friendly game with the St. Peter's Aliba. We basically came here to test on the new players and the team generally, because we have just trained for a week, and it's an annual thing which has been organized between the two schools. The last time, I think the 2 editions we managed to win. I think also we need to give credit to Aliba. Today they have picked a draw at home. As I said, the team at the moment we are still trying to assemble, because we have recruited new players and senior ones and senior fives whom we're expecting very soon. So I think it was a good game. Aliba also gave us a very good challenge, as the boys tried their level best. So at the moment we are looking to build on this as we continue restructuring to make sure that we have a very good team for this year.
My name is Hope Christine. I'm senior one. I started playing my football when I was 7 years. That was when I was in P3. I started playing like a joke, but I ended up becoming a good player. I want to play like other players who are to be watched from the TV. One of the best players in the world.
Similarly, the head coach and team captain of the boys, St. Peter's Aliba Seed Senior Secondary School, both expressed their gratitude after picking a draw against a very big school.
Playing in Mvara in such a competitive game, it has been an honor for me, and more so meeting a very tactical manager like Sizo Kuti and getting a draw with such a big team, and it has really given us a very huge encouragement to our boys and the team as well. And as you can see, the game was not all that simple. It was a very tough game, though we have not trained enough, but we managed to pick a draw. And in this year, we are planning to take this team, at least our target is to let the team move up to at least in round of 16 or another team or another level. Otherwise, I'm so much happy for the players' performances, and I honor the coming of Mvara in our school, and I like what they said. In fact, what they have on the team, their style of play, whatever they did, I appreciate, and it was also a very good time. I also learned a lot from my mentor, Sizo Kuti, who has been my mentor before. I really enjoyed what he did for the team. I'm very happy to get a goalless draw with such a huge team. In fact, the defending champion.
We welcomed Mvara in the Aliba primary pitch, but we played the draw game. This is our first time to play draw game with Mvara. Okay, last year Mvara was defending champion, but this year we try to first draw with the team. I thought, in my observation, this year we shall reach up to the final level this year.
It's an annual friendly encounter between the two schools, which is rotational in terms of changing the venues, and Mvara SS are the defending champions of the boys football, both at the city and the regional level. Oraku Benson Pastore, Western Television, NILE Sports.
That story brings us to the end of today's edition of NILE News. It has been me, Oraku Benson Pastore, doing it for you. What I can say is, have the best of your moments. We are already into a new month. That is the month of March. And to my Muslim brothers and sisters, Ramadan period has already started. Let's keep it in faith. With that, I say bye-bye. Have the brilliance of your moments.